Well, it's absolutely political persecution, and it's a terrible day in America that the opposition, the party in power, is trying to silence the opposition or destroy the opposition. There are a lot of things to unpack here. We have a legal argument here, and we have political. First of all, you have one of the best lawyers in American history, Bruce Fein, on this program, and an icon, somebody I greatly respect. But the fact of the matter is, obstruction of justice sounds so terrible. There is, first of all, no obligation under American law to cooperate with an investigation. Obstruction requires state of mind. It requires willful conduct. It does not mean careless, we didn't do it, and so forth. So obstruction of justice is a favorite process indictment for the Department of Justice in the first instance. Secondly, I don't think, Anand, that we can just gloss over Mr. Biden's documents. And Mr. Biden having documents since 1974 as a senator, where he had absolutely, they're really stolen documents. He had absolutely no right to have classified documents. They're in his garage next to a car. And I don't see the outrage in the press. I don't see the problems with this. These things were around for decades. This thing should have been known when he was vice president. Again, had documents that were not in his possession. I didn't see raids into those homes. I don't see any of those concerns being voiced. I do see something political here. We're expecting an indictment of his son this week. And this is a nice, convenient way to minimize that indictment and to take away from the headlines. That's sort of the political analysis. It will help President Trump. But I think cynically, that is what the Democrats want. They want President Trump to be the nominee with this cloud hanging over him, with additional indictments to come down the pike. I agree with the other guests. But I'd like to have Bruce comment on this. There will be no trial on these things before the election. So what happens? You have an indicted president, a president with this cloud can't clear his name on the ballot. What are the chances of appealing to independent voters, to Democrats in this situation? Very little. So the game plan here, which is geared against the 75 million of us who support President Trump, is to simply say, you have your base and you're going to lose the election. That is what's really going on here in Washington, D.C. On the Espionage Act, please give me a break. The Espionage Act, without going into the history of it, the standards are so high to hurt the United States willfully, it's silly. There's only one section of the act, which I'm sure Bruce knows, 7093E, that's very narrow, that it could bring some type of charges. These are, with all due respect, to use the term, trumped up prosecutions. Lastly, special counsel. This is a Garland appointee. Mr. Garland, no one's commented on this show, cleared this indictment. Mr. Garland is a political hack and a member of the Biden cabinet. So how can you, this is not an independent counsel, folks. This is a lawyer who is appointed by the Attorney General, who is a political figure and answers to President Biden. Yep. Who cleared this indictment was the Biden White House with a wink, and Merrick Garland directly. If that's not political persecution, I don't know what is.